Well, don't everybody talk at once, I guess.
I was going to say, did we freeze?
No, nobody froze. We're just hitting the record buttons and getting ready to start the show. Should I play some music?
Yep.
Sure.
Welcome back to the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Tim. I'm always here because I just have this really weird question. Would this show actually happen if I wasn't here? I don't know. Let's ask the co-hosts, Rick and Amanda. We'll start with you, Rick. Would you be here doing this show if I was sick?
No.
Oh, crap. He's sick too. Amanda, you're going to have to go solo.
No, absolutely not. No.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. It's
Yeah.
Groundhog Day.
It
Is it?
is. Yeah.
It is,
I
so,
didn't know that until my coworker repeated it like 10 times.
Yeah. So,
More winter?
Puxatawny Phil, yeah, he is more winter.
Oh,
He saw
wow.
a shadow.
We haven't
Well-
had winter yet.
I know.
Yeah, right? We had like a
been
short
super
stint
mild.
of cold weather, and now it's really nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, what?
Yeah.
I mean, it was bathing suit weather today.
Well, I don't know if I would go that far.
No, it was pretty close. But
Yeah.
I think we're still going to get dumped on.
Dad's about to break out his one piece. We're going swimming.
Well, I'm trying. I got to turn up my headphones. They're pretty low here. So
Mm.
I just got to increase the volume there a little bit so I can hear then.
Oh,
Okay.
fair enough. We definitely want you to hear.
That's important.
Yeah. I spent yesterday actually just kind of sitting around getting my Mitchell. I think this is an MM100.
Okay.
Nice.
It's my short scale guitar. It's the one that I like to have for traveling, so that if I go somewhere for work, I don't have to bring a full size guitar with me. So getting this cleaned up, putting some strings on, but the dang G string just doesn't want to sit because it's not those strings.
It's not. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I lost
Is that a personal problem?
Yeah.
No.
Is it-
No, it's no, I threw on some of these guys right here that Dad got me for Christmas. So
Ernie Balls, yeah.
yeah, I think I have to do a little bit of adjustment to my A string. I think it's just sitting a hair too low, and I think I might have to make an adjustment there. But otherwise, got this guy all cleaned up, blew the dust off of it with my, I used my can of air here. And sound effects. How do you like that?
Fancy.
So, what's wrong with the G string?
It just won't sit. It's like that. Like every guitar, that string just won't stay in tune.
Did you get a G string in the package?
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't think it said G anywhere on the package. Nope. Just a 26. That's all it is.
There's your problem.
Yeah, it doesn't specify that it's a G string.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So they tend to fall off then.
Wow. Okay, we've been reaching for that joke for about 2 minutes too long.
Yes. Okay. Why don't we get along? Why don't we get going with the show?
Yeah. You know, the 60-second song that we've been slowly working on. What is this, like the second year now that we've been working on it?
Yeah, pretty close.
You gave me a piece of tablucha.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there and I'm playing around with it. And it looks like it's quarter note, half note, quarter note, half note. And I'm playing it. And that it's the A. And then the C.
Yep.
And then like a G major 7D. Something like that.
Yeah.
And I called you up because I'm like, man, that G major, like, it doesn't fit. It doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
And you
You did.
argued with me. You're like, no, it's absolutely right. I never make mistakes.
Well, you know, hey, what can you do? I don't believe that. I mean, I can't believe that I did that. But, it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got a new piece of tab with a new third chord.
Yep.
Definitely sounds much better.
Yeah.
So I'm playing around with that. But I do have the question, though, still. I mentioned that the first set of tab that you gave me was quarter, quarter, half.
Right.
And this new tab that you gave me is just whole note, whole note, whole note, whole note.
Yeah. 4 beats to a measure.
Right.
Yeah. So
Is that the way it's supposed to be? Or do
Yeah,
you want
it's-
it, like, I mean...
no, it's the way it's supposed to be.
I can play around with it a little bit. I mean, whatever.
I mean, if you look at the old sheet, I think I put a rest. I think it was a whole note, quarter note, and a rest.
I would have to
Something
look
like that.
again.
Yeah, something like that. I just didn't fill up the full measure at the end. So, no biggie.
Oh yeah. That's right. So we got that going on. Yeah. And then of course in the notes I put that I'm awesome because I am. I don't know anything about music, but I did recognize that sounded kind of off.
Well, you know what? You know what really bothered me about that was I produce, like, when I do the score, that's a score they call it, and I do the
Okay.
tablature, I produce the MIDI notes.
Okay.
But the MIDI notes sounded fine, and they are fine. I checked them out. So I'm not sure how the score got changed. It must have changed when I saved it, or I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
So-
you got me.
Yeah.
You got me, but that's fixed, so I'm playing around with that. So we're off to a good start.
Yep. I still got more work to do on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. And then Amanda, what do you got going on?
Me? Oh,
Do we have another Amanda here?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I-
maybe. Hello, is there another
Oh,
Amanda?
no.
Hello.
No, I don't really have anything going on. Also, I didn't know that was you that put that in the notes saying Tim is awesome. I thought that was actually Dad saying Tim is awesome.
Oh,
So-
wow.
No,
It's
I
kinda
put
funny.
that in there because so he put in 60-second song. Wow, Tim found a mistake I made. I will get the score fixed, and then I put in parentheses, Tim is awesome.
I did think it was weird that Dad's randomly like Tim is awesome.
Right. And then afterwards, I put LOL,
Lol.
Lol.
laugh out loud.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I haven't really been up to too much. I sent you guys a picture yesterday. I've been working
Yeah.
on kind of settling into our new place.
Right.
And like boring, right, for you guys.
No,
And
not really.
well, I just mean, it's like home decor, interior stuff. You guys are like, fall asleep.
Wow.
No, but this
did
is
you
no,
get a
but
new?
this-
Did you get the new game? Jump to conclusions.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really good at that game. I'm great.
Okay.
I'm a winner.
And so we have this section in our upstairs hallway, and we have our record player up here. And so we just decided we just needed to do something with this wall. And so I found these little wall holder things for vinyl records.
Yeah.
And so we installed 6 of them. When I say we, I mean my husband, after I nagged him repeatedly.
The
to do it,
royal
and he
we.
did it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that game.
Yeah. And then so he did a great job, put them up, and now it's our little record vinyl area. We can switch out the records and display them, and yeah, I don't know. It's like all comfy cozy. I'm going to move my acoustic guitar over there to collect dust on that side of the house.
Balances out the room.
Yeah.
But no, there's a nice comfy chair over there, and so I thought that'd be a good place to practice my guitar and listen to records, and so yeah, I don't know.
It looked really good. For a second there, I was like, "Oh, you're just sending me a picture from Etsy or Wayfair or something." Like, "Oh, this is a cool idea." But then I recognized the album in the bottom corner was the one that I got you for Christmas. So I was like,
So
"Oh,
Rory Gallagher.
man.
Yep.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
that must really be her place."
Yeah. And I'm actually looking for more Rory Gallagher vinyl, which is really hard to find in good
Yeah.
condition, by
Right.
the way.
Right. I was a little disappointed when that record showed up and that corner was kind of
I
dinged
know.
up and bent. I was
just, when I put it up yesterday, I was like, dang it, I wish this corner wasn't damaged. But
yeah.
that's what happens.
But I mean, when I found that, I mean, it wasn't like there was a stack of 100 of them sitting around. You know, so
Yeah.
And plus I ran out of time.
I thought you got it on Amazon.
I did. And I
Oh.
could have sent it back and said, "Hey, this is damaged. I want a new
Yeah.
one." But
They would have
then
sent you another damaged one.
They
for
would have
sure.
sent me another damaged one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Wow.
it's always tough. And like I find them on eBay too, but it's like it's hard because then you're going off somebody else's like scale in their system saying this is like very good or good, whatever. And it's like you could still get it and it's scratched to, all get up and then it, I don't know. So I'm nervous about doing that, but that might be the only way that
Yeah.
I'm going to find any other of his albums. Like old
Yeah, it
albums,
does.
not like
You know, that does kind of stink. I mean, I think, and I don't know if they're still there. I know we used to have locally. There used to be a record shop.
Yep, there is.
Never been in.
There is, yeah.
Is it still there though?
It's still there. It
Oh, okay.
moved. I think it.
Okay.
Oh gosh, it was downtown at one point. Now it's on Ingersoll, I think. But yeah, it's there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, same thing with computers. You know, it used to be you could find a place. There was some place in town where you could go to and like actually physically like look and touch and make sure that everything was exactly what you wanted. And now it's just getting harder to do.
Yeah. I agree.
You know,
Yeah.
that's same thing with. I mean, it's hard to buy a guitar online, especially used, because what is your definition of good or excellent
Yeah.
condition? And then
Right.
you get it and it's scratched, its buttons and knobs are missing.
Yeah. Could
Yeah.
even have a broken neck.
Well,
Sounds painful.
yeah, I think if you had a broken neck, I would almost say, yeah, that happened in shipping. I'm not going to accept it, you know.
Right.
I don't know.
But you know,
Going
on,
back-
Even
on YouTube they say that a broken neck when it's put together is stronger.
you know, which go ahead, what's your joke?
No, it's not a joke. I just said I mean
I was gonna have
you-
the joke.
no. I mean Gibson's noted for broken headstocks. And then
Right.
people, luthiers put them back together and they make them good, and people say, well, it makes it stronger. And my conclusion to that is, well, then Gibson should break all the necks and make them stronger. Right?
Wow.
I was just gonna
Or-
say, buy him little neck braces. That's all I was gonna say.
Oh,
Right,
neck braces.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, a broken
Or
neck
they
is a
could
broken
just
neck.
or they could just fix their design flaw.
They're not going to do that.
Of course
They
not.
haven't done that in years.
I noticed when I cleaned this guitar, I have like weird scratches and I have like little marks on the back. I know you're not going to be able. Maybe you can see that.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I have no idea how those happened.
Your cat.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I thought at first, but then I'm like, why is my cat eating guitars?
But I don't.
know.
I think he's trying to play the guitar.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. Yeah. I don't know.
He wanted to play some Meowtalica. That was a good one. That just came to me.
Some Meowgadeth.
Yeah.
Meow.
Some Meowtney Spears.
Some Meowvana.
Yeah, some Meow Jam.
Wow.
Meowdonna.
Sometime
we could-
later.
Some what?
Sometime later.
Yeah.
This reminds me.
yeah.
There was a there was a movie with Meow, wasn't there?
Yeah, Super Troopers.
Yeah. Where the guy
Meow.
always.
Yes.
Yeah. Meow.
Such a good movie.
It was
Hey, Meow.
hilarious though.
Wow.
Okay.
Good movie.
Totally
All
off
right.
topic, but
Yeah.
All right.
So Wheel of Musicians.
yeah.
oh, yeah.
Meowie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah. Let's move on. Wheel of Musicians.
No, I said Meowie. I said Meowie Ray
Meowie.
Vaughan. And Tim thought I said, "Can we move on?"
That's what I thought you said.
oh boy.
Meowie
All
Ray
right, we're having too
Vaughan.
much fun here, folks.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's cool it down on the fun. That's not what this show is about.
All right, let's go.
Go
Meow.
back to being miserable. All right, this Wheel of Musicians thing.
Yeah,
What
go
about
ahead.
it?
Whatever, man. John reached out. John's been on the show before. He threw out a couple of options there, and I don't know how we do this because he actually said John Mayer,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I think we all know John Mayer.
Yep.
Michael Palmisano or Palmisano or I don't
Another
know
good-
how you say it. He's a YouTube guitarist or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Stevie Ray Vaughan Part 2.
John is going to the Pandemic Guitar Podcast jail for suggesting John Mayer. Sorry.
Why is that?
Why?
Why?
What's
John
wrong with,
Mayer. Why?
what's wrong with him?
I don't-
He's not
yeah, what's wrong?
fantastic. There's nothing great about him.
Maybe he's got a guitar style, man.
Have you seen that video of John Mayer where he's playing and he's going like this and like the meme says like what my cat looks like before it's getting ready to throw up a hairball? He's like, he's like playing
No,
No, I haven't
like
seen
some
that
weird
one.
move that he does. Yeah. Oh, that was
Okay.
hilarious. I don't know.
But
wow. All right.
yeah, but he is a guitarist and he has every right to be on the wheel, I guess. Especially if
Well, so that's what I didn't know. Do we allow John to put 3 on the wheel, or do we get to pick one of his 3 that get to go on the wheel?
What if we picked one of the 3? It's not going to be John Mayer. We pick one of the 3 and then we save the other 2 for like another wheel that we do down the road. You know what I'm saying? Do something.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. I like that.
Okay.
So we get to kind of choose the fate on which one Amanda has to suffer through.
Exactly.
okay.
Wow.
What was the third option?
Like Part 2 is Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like, kind of just, maybe picking a generation or what have you. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
we did Stevie already, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, we did.
Well, yes, but
do
we also
Stevie.
did Weird Al and we put him on again. So
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair is
that's
fair.
true. I don't know. I'm right, like myself personally, I'm kind of thinking the middle one, that Michael Palmisano, because one, I can't figure out how to pronounce the last name, and 2, I don't know him. I know nothing about him. So
Yeah,
that's
sure,
where
why
I'm gonna
not?
lean.
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's put that one on there.
All right, so we're gonna put that one on there. Anybody know how to use the highlighter in this thing?
Yeah, you just did.
And then Amanda, she caught a snippet shot from I guess what, Spotify? You said.
yeah, Spotify.
See, like that's the other thing. I want to know how you see the comments in Spotify or
It's right there.
iTunes. Well, but when I go out there, I don't see any comments at all.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
see any
maybe
either.
Spotify doesn't like you.
Well, that could be.
Let me see.
But that's my thing. Like, I've never been able. I think I can see in iTunes. I think I can see one comment, and maybe that's the only comment we have. But I've never been able to see comments in
Yeah.
Spotify.
It's the first thing that comes up when you click on the actual episode to play it in Spotify. So the
Interesting.
comment pops up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
tell us about the comment.
The comment is from someone that we know, someone who may or may not be related to us. And it is our cousin from Florida. And he
Florida.
had actually a really good suggestion, way better than John Mayer.
Whoa,
Okay.
this bias setting in here. Come on. We
Okay,
got to be
so the
partial to everything.
The pick, and I sent a screenshot of this to our group chat when I saw it. So the pick is JJ Grey and Mofro. And I thought it was 2 different people, but it's a band. So it's a one band. JJ Grey and Mofro.
Yeah, I mean, is that 2 people in one band, or
I'm not really sure. I think it's just the
I should have
guy.
probably done some research, but I didn't.
So when I almost said Mofo. So JJ Grey and Mofo, but there is an R in there.
Yep,
Mofro. Anyway, so I listened to them. They're very much almost like what do you call it? Like Bayou rock, or like I don't know. It's pretty cool. I liked it.
I'm
did you
gonna
guys
have to
listen to
take a listen. I did not listen to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to, but
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the shrimping boat prices to go down so I can pick one up. Maybe that'll be a good time to listen to it if it's bayou rock.
Yeah, it'll make you want to go searching for alligators for sure. It's one of those things.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Yeah, it'll.
Oh,
For
yeah,
sure.
There's a TV show up there.
Huh?
There's a TV show out there.
Yeah, the
what are
alligator
those-
hunter or whatever it is.
Yeah, the alligator hunt. Yeah.
What are those boats called that you get on and they like glide through the water down there, like swamp boats? What do you call them?
Swamp boats.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't
Water
know.
sleds.
What?
Water sleds.
Sure, I don't know. We're just making this up.
They have to be like a fan boat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Airboat?
It's something that you don't want to get in front of and get hit by,
No, probably not.
especially if it doesn't have a cage over the fan.
Probably.
Well, it's not going in reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be messy if there was no cage.
Well, I guess.
All right. Well, anyway, that is Ben's pick. So I think that's a good one. So we should add that one for sure.
Definitely.
The wheel. And then,
I think those are the only ones that I saw.
yeah, I didn't see any other ones. But I think those are good picks.
Yeah, those are good picks. I'm not
Yep.
sure when we're going to actually do the Wheel of Musicians, but, when
Maybe
we do.
the next one.
Yeah,
when we do,
maybe
within
on
the
the
next
next
year.
episode,
Yeah.
we'll pick a name. So if you are listening and you want to get a name on there, and remember, if your pick gets picked, you get to come on the show, do the research, come on the show, and tell us all about your artist. So
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds exciting.
super exciting.
Yep.
Yeah. And you won't get paid for it. And you won't get any recognition. So you'll just know how we feel every time we record this.
Yeah, you might become famous in
Bi-weekly.
like Denmark or something, though.
That's true.
Finland for sure.
Finland,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or what's the other one? Japan?
I think last time I looked, I saw some. I think actually Germany has bumped up. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what,
Wow.
the 5?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm not
I don't
too
know if
worried.
those-
I'm
Yeah.
not too worried about. Here's what I can tell you is that our monthly listenership is very stable. Very stable.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to much as of to where they are located because there is a thing called a VPN and people can VPN to wherever the heck they want to pretend to be and then listen to the show.
Right. Well,
True.
it is a good show to eat a Wiener Schnitzel too. So, I mean, sauerkraut, Das Boot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah,
Just saying. Yeah. Where do we segue from the Wiener Schnitzel?
yeah,
Ja.
it's kind of hard to get away from that one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we added 2, and we'll have to
Yeah.
spin that either next episode or the one after.
Yeah, no, I think we'll spin it next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah,
Ah.
yeah. Do that
All
right
right.
now.
Well, I think the next thing is music news, which we haven't done in eons.
We have not done in eons, and I don't have the music ready, so I'll have to put it in post.
Okay.
I don't think. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on.
It's time for music news.
It's my number 1 hit single.
There
Still
you go.
good. We haven't heard it in a long time. Still good. All
Okay.
right. Moving right
What
into
do we got?
it. Marshall has been acquired by China's Hongshan in a
Hongshan.
$1 billion deal. The deal is subject to regulatory approval. I don't know why the last part was added in there.
How,
but
Well,
how do you
no,
say
it-
that? How do you say that?
Hongshan?
No, 1 billion.
Oh.
Is
I'll
it
tell you. Plus
1
deal.
billion.
1 billion?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Mike Myers.
Dr. Evil
Or is
style?
it, yeah, is it like that? Or is it like, 1 billion?
So, are they going to rename Marshall?
I doubt it.
Marshang?
Hopefully not.
No, but
Hopefully that's part of the
if
deal.
anybody's going to put a knob on there that goes to 12, it's Hongshan.
Yeah. Well, I did notice that Marshall amps that are made in the U.S. have jumped quite
Well,
a
when
bit.
did Yeah. So when did that whole acquisition happen? Like, was that like super recently?
Yeah, super
or-
recently. Yeah, like
So-
last month or so, month before.
Okay. So last month, I mean, do you think, again, I don't know a whole lot about tariffs and stuff like that. But is that going to affect pricing at all?
Oh, sure.
You know,
It's going to affect pricing. But what I'm saying is the older models, the older made in the USA models have jumped again. So,
oh, sure. Because now
yep.
they're what's left is what's left. And that's it.
Yep. That's it. Like Dumble,
Right.
Dumble, the guy passed away and now the amps are worth a fortune.
That's crazy. I know a few people that are really big on like Marshall amps and,
Oh, yeah.
they I don't really, I don't know. Maybe I should get a big amp just to annoy my neighbors.
Yeah. I
don't
can
know.
see that.
I just like to play with, I like to play like hooked up to everything and have headphones on so that only I can hear how bad I am.
That's very considerate.
I know. I probably have to stop.
Yeah. But anyhow.
Yeah. No,
Moving
that's
along.
cool. I mean, that's cool though. $1 billion.
Yep.
Like I can only hope that one day I have a company that I could sell to Hong Shan for $1 million.
A
Or
billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take $1 million.
I'll take $1 million too.
I don't need to be greedy.
Same.
I agree.
Yeah. The NAMM show. We missed
Yeah.
the NAMM
Yeah.
show
Honestly,
completely.
Honestly, the NAMM show probably could have been our main topic for this specific
Yeah,
episode because I feel
for
like there was a
sure.
decent amount. I don't know if you guys had time to kind of
I
go
did.
through and see.
I did look at a few things. I looked at a few articles and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were some
I
pretty
looked at a lot.
interesting things. Did your dad?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like
Well-
always,
Well,
lots
here-
of
okay.
pedals.
Yeah,
What?
lots of pedals, lots of
Always
new
pedals.
gear.
Right.
I mean, okay, so it was January 25th through 28th, right?
Yep.
So it's over. They're saying that several companies pulled out of the show this year due to the wildfires.
Yep.
But some of
Yeah.
the articles that I'm reading are like, this is the closest NAMM show compared to pre-pandemic. So,
What do you
like,
mean?
they were saying that there was great turnout, there was a
Oh,
lot of
attendance?
excitement, a lot of motivation, a lot of cool things. Like, I think somebody did an article and it was like named something about guitars. Our guitar shapes are finally getting cool again. And I'm like, what's wrong with a normal? Like, why do we have to have all these weird, funky shapes?
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ask Prince. Prince is your guy. He had funny shaped guitars.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but that's Prince though, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's that. You're to me like I'm not gonna go out and buy a guitar that has a body that looks like one of those paint palette things.
Like a Bob Ross.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Like I don't the Jazz Masters. I can't stand the look of those. It's all
Yeah.
personal preference, though. I guess.
Yeah.
That's interesting about the turnout. I was trying to find something that said what the turnout was this year. I couldn't find anything. I just saw last year they had like 64,000 people come out for it because I was trying to compare to be like, okay, did the wildfires really affect, the
Right.
turnout this year? Because several companies did pull out from it because they thought that the focus should have been on something else, like, helping the people, recover from the wildfires. And they thought it was kind of selfish to continue with
Right.
like a big event that
Yeah.
has to
Okay.
deal
Those
with.
those companies can miss the NAMM show. I don't care.
I guess, I don't know, but
Yeah.
kind of caused some mixed reactions apparently. Yeah. So I don't know. But
So,
I mean-
what new pedals are there?
oh, I don't know. I didn't really spend a lot of time pedals because I know Tim doesn't love talking about pedals because we're not really pedal people, I think is
Right.
kind of the general consensus. So
But I got one.
I did read. I read an article. Oh, you got a pedal?
Yeah, I got a pedal. It was, I don't know if it was introduced, but it was at the show.
Yeah.
and it's called the fart pedal.
Oh yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew
What?
it. We just
That's a
can't have
joke.
anything nice around here.
Yeah.
No, it's always a fart joke.
Well, they have a cat pedal. It does meow.
They
How,
do.
You know-
They-
by the way, how are any of these things groundbreaking? That's not groundbreaking.
But in a
You know
pedal,
what I'm saying?
it
Like
is.
these things were really introduced at this point. Like, could you imagine like waiting for them to unveil this thing and there's a curtain over it, and all of a sudden they just hit the pedal and it's like a cat meow and then a fart, and then you're like, I waited all day to see this.
When you put
Could you imagine?
put something in a pedal,
Like, how
You know, I mean-
disappointing.
I mean,
Be more creative.
I know.
So yeah, okay. I don't like pedals just because they've gone up in price, and you almost can't even touch a single pedal for under $100. And so next thing you know, you're $5,000 deep in pedals.
Yep.
And if you're a serious musician and you're performing, I don't know, maybe you have a lot of disposable income, then cool, pedals are awesome. But for me, I just can't justify a whole crap ton of pedals, just to play around and experiment. I would rather spend $400 or $500 on like amp modeling. I saw that there's some new products that were announced that is kind of like the Zoom, the G1X4 that we have, where you can sit there and kind of play around and create effects and stuff, and then create chains and put them into a singular device and then run through that. Like, I love that. To me, that's a very affordable way to play around.
Right.
But pedals, no.
But be honest, Tim. If you
What?
could have a pedal, it would be the cat pedal.
No,
would be yours.
No,
No?
I don't think so. I did look at one point in time. I was looking at those because they sell them, the kits where you can like basically build your own pedals.
Yep.
I was looking at that and I thought, oh, that's cool, because usually you can get those around what, 30, 40, $50.
Yes. Maybe.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool to learn how to build pedals and stuff like that. But let's be honest, I only have enough time to edit this episode. I still have yet to do some grain filling.
Yeah, that's my problem.
In all fairness, though, it's been cold enough outside. I don't want to mess with it.
True.
Facts. Well, moving on from the fart pedal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so groundbreaking. I just threw a couple ones in there, a couple new guitars that came out that I thought were pretty cool, which
Yep.
doesn't really mean a whole lot. It's because it's me and my own guitar's collecting dust at the moment. The circle guitar. Did you look up the circle guitar by chance?
No, I did not.
But I'll do it right now.
I would do it. So apparently it is, people are calling it weird and impractical. So it turns, there's a big circle in the middle. So the strings are normal, right? But there's a big circle in the middle. And so you don't pluck the strings, you pluck the circle as it spins around. It looks weird and uncomfortable and awkward.
The circle guitar is a self-picking electric guitar that goes up to 250 BPM.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. I have not seen this.
Yeah, there's a video there. I'm not going to try to read it. There's a video there. I'm going to have to look at it later.
Yeah.
But it almost looks like a MIDI controller.
Yeah, I think I read something about that.
Yeah,
Hold
it looks
on.
almost like a MIDI controller, and you hit certain keys, and I don't know how that plucks strings or whatever, but
It's odd.
super odd. Yeah.
It is. It's.
Why you guys can't do your research? Come on.
I didn't even
can't do
know it
your
was out there
research?
until just a little while ago. Sorry. Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. It is a MIDI controller.
I mean, did you see the one? I can't remember who did it, but they built the guitar that was like on, like it was like they started off with like a dowel, and it had like
So
it was
weird.
just strings all the way around, and so as the guitar
I've seen
spin,
that.
you know,
Yeah, the
like
neck
it's-
spins.
Yeah, I guess. Is it practical? Probably not. But is it cool? Yeah, I guess, just to say you did it. But
Yeah.
I'd have to watch the thing. I'm going to say it's probably going to be a pass for me, though.
That would be a pass for me,
I
too.
mean, it looks cool. I thought that I read that it's $12,000 as well. I thought it's that one, but I can't. I don't know, I can't be sure now. Don't quote me.
$12,000.
Somebody will. Yeah,
For what?
somebody
For that?
will. I think so. It's either that or it's going to be the next guitar that I'm talking about.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't say on this one that I'm looking at. It doesn't say how much it costs, but that's okay. Yeah, it's I'm gonna say impractical. But again, I haven't
Right.
done my research, but
No.
I don't know. Maybe in 30 years, that's going to be the guitar everybody plays. Maybe this style will be obsolete.
Yep.
I don't know, but it could also be the Light Jam guitar, which was also introduced at NAMM. Which is the Light Jam guitar has LED lights in the fretboard and connects to Bluetooth, which transmits the finger positions to the fretboard. So that was kind of interesting. But my
Yeah.
question is, does this take away the learning process, though, of playing the guitar?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Because look at Rocksmith. Like Rocksmith, they start you off. They don't give you all the chords that, that's the one where you actually
Guitar
hook
Hero?
your guitar up. Not Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero, you play with the little toy guitars.
Yeah.
Rocksmith, you plug your actual guitar into it, and you learn actual chords and finger positions, and they gradually build you up as you get better.
Right.
Problem is, I can't. Like, first off, don't use red. Maybe not even green. Like, maybe use colors that everybody can see. That's problem number one. Problem number two is I can't shift from watching what's on the screen to what my fingers are doing down here. It's just completely awkward. And I would, but at the same time, I would totally be playing Rocksmith right now if it was not a subscription model.
Yeah.
They did a whole lot of improvements. They did a lot of great things, but then they also made it subscription. Like, let me pay for the game, and then let me buy songs as I want them, instead of saying it's X amount of dollars per month forever.
I hate those subscriptions.
Yep. So the Bluetooth lights, I think it's cool. I think people can. I think it's for some people it will be a learning tool. For other people, it'll just be flashy lights that do things as they're playing on stage or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I had mixed feelings about it because at first I'm like, doesn't this really take away kind of that learning process, like having to learn how to memorize, right, the finger positionings and whatnot? But on the other hand, I'm kind of like, I don't know, for somebody who doesn't have a lot of patience like me, maybe that would actually be helpful to just have it just light up, and then that's where I put, I learn that way,
Yeah.
It would be cool. I don't know if it does this, but like if you're trying to learn how to play a song or whatever, right? And you could maybe put that song in there, and then while you're playing, like then
Yeah.
oh, that's what it is, or that's how I do it, or
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure that's what it was. I
You
think
know,
so. Yeah.
They've had this on pianos for years. I don't know if you know that.
Yep.
They've
Yep,
had
they
where
have.
the keys light up, and you play a song.
on,
And you have to have a MIDI track, and then once it's in the MIDI, it lights up the keys that you're supposed to hit, and it will actually stop, and until you hit that note.
On that point, though, are we just lazy anymore? Like did Beethoven did his piano keys, light up?
No,
They used
but, I mean,
his
I mean,
keyboards were short because they had little candles underneath there, and the
Yeah.
pianos would start on fire.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like it took a great skill. You know, it does take a great skill to have the patience and you know, to learn a guitar and have that muscle memory and whatnot. You know, and
Yeah.
then to just have it like done for you, like for me, yeah, I mean that'd be great. But at the same time, like I'm just like split right in the middle with it. I'm like, oh, is that lazy, or are we taking kind of that learning process out of it? You know?
You know,
The initial
I don't
learning
think
process?
so. I don't think so. I mean,
Okay.
I think it's a cool way to introduce technology into learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, I mean,
you're also
I
kind of
don't-
nerdy, so
I am
tech
kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
Like personally, I don't think that I would find much use in a fretboard that lit up. Just because I think that would be a distraction to me. But I think it's cool. You know, I like looking at tab, which gives me a basic idea of where I'm supposed to be at. And then I'll try to like get used to the transitions, and then I'll listen to the song and be like, okay, that's how they do it. And there's one that I'm working on right now. The first 4 notes, I can't get it. I know what they are. I know how it's done. I just can't get it. Like maybe every once in a blue moon I'll be close, but
Yeah.
it's also timing and you know like
Timing has a lot
all
to
that
do with it.
stuff. Yeah. Because this rhythm, I got no rhythm.
Yeah, my opinion on it is yes, I like the introduction to new technology, but I have a problem with the lights, even on a keyboard, even working with a piano. I have a problem with the lights. And the problem is it doesn't show you what finger to put where. Because you can completely learn
Yep.
you can completely learn the fretboard incorrectly. And the same thing with piano. And it'll show. So I don't know how they do it. I mean, maybe they have a trick or something, or you know, they say, okay, if it's your first finger, if it's blue, it's red. If it's your second finger, yellow. Third finger, fourth finger is purple or something. I don't know.
I think that's the way that Rocksmith does it. Is each finger is designated by a color.
I think yeah, and I think they put the finger, the number on there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I know like on piano, you can learn the piano completely wrong. And then when you increase the speed, you know, you learn it slow and you increase the speed, you don't have your hand right. So when you start crossing your fingers and stuff like that, you have problems.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and I can see that in guitar too, unless they tell you how to do it.
Well, and that's just one of those things is like, you know, you start like I'm working my way through tab and stuff like that. And there's this one piece of the song I'm, you know, playing around learning that's what I had to do. And it took until when I was going slow, trying to remember, you know, what's next. Okay, fine. But then as I started to try to speed up and I'm still nowhere close to the actual speed, but then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got to cross my finger here to get to where I need to be quicker.
Yeah.
And that trips me up all the time. But I mean, I don't know.
That's my only opinion on that stuff. But, you know, if it's done right, it'll work. If it's done wrong, then you got problems.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
usually affects the person learning. So
Fender's
Also-
got,
yeah.
oh, go ahead. Yeah, Fender's
No,
got
I've-
some new product this year. I think that was actually, so here they're talking about Fender's going to be making some guitars in Indonesia.
Yep.
I've read that Indonesia has been historically known for making lower end guitars.
Yeah.
But apparently the Indonesian guitar making process has picked up its game, and I guess they're making some pretty solid things out of Indonesia. So this is all to lower their price point. Because Fender I would love to have a Fender. Everybody knows by now, right? I'm more of a Fender guy. Dad's the Gibson guy, although he loves Fenders too. Amanda is an avid fan of Dust.
My favorite brand is Dust.
My favorite, her favorite brand is Dust. But I would love a Fender in the $500 range. Maybe I would love. I love a 500. I'd like to see a 700, and I think maybe there are $700.
There are, yeah.
But I don't. But my problem is that the $700 Fenders, they're not what I want. Like, I don't like the paint jobs, or there's something about the $700 Fenders. All the Fenders that I want are the $1,500 Fenders. Yeah. So I don't know. Can Indonesia make a Fender at a lower price point that makes me want to buy a Fender? Because honestly, what makes a Fender a Fender? A name on the headstock?
No, I think it's the design.
Okay, yeah, they got a trademark on the design.
Well, they've had a trademark on the design, but they let other people copy it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, people copy it. People, like, maybe the pickup is super custom and it's almost impossible for somebody to copy that pick. I don't know. I just can't see spending $700 on a guitar that I can look at a wall of guitars and I see 10 guitars that look exactly the same. The only difference is the paint job. Obviously, there's electronical differences too, but visually, I see a difference between the paint job and the name on the headstock.
Right.
Why would I spend $799 on a Fender?
Because you want to have that name on your headstock.
Yeah. No, it's exactly why when I was younger, I wanted Nikes.
Yeah.
Once I grew up, I realized they're really not that comfortable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I mean,
yeah. Not to mention how they're made, but that's a different story.
I mean,
well, everybody needs a job.
Yeah. In all honesty, I think if you look at Fender and what they've done, I think they've done a better job than Gibson has. But I mean, if look at a 1959. Okay, take a telephone, take a cell phone, 1960 cell phone, and take a look at a
Did they have cell phones in 1960?
Yeah, it was called the Brick.
But okay,
it was a big monster of a cell phone. And then if you look at today, look at how technology has changed the cell phone. But if you look at a 1960 Gibson, and you look at a 2025 Gibson Les Paul, they look the same. There's really not much difference. Not much has changed. So,
sure.
And you look at Fender, it's the same way. But then there was a company, Charvel, and they took the people started putting humbuckers in there instead of the single coils,
right?
And putting Floyd Roses in there, the whammy bars. So, right. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, Fender's seen an uptick in their sales and purchased them. So now it's part of their line. So it's a huge change.
Yeah. No, I here's my thing with Gibson, right? Gibson is right. It always blows my mind. Like, what honestly has changed? Like you just said, not a whole lot has changed, but the price keeps up there at the ridiculous price. So you're paying for the name.
Yeah, and in a way.
Granted, it has a sound, it has a place.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah,
but now to me, a Gibson is Gibson is for Slash and artists who make good money going out and performing, or hobby guitarists that, hey, I got to have Gibson because Gibson's the best.
Mm-hmm.
In some people's eyes, it is. In other people's eyes, it's Fender or it's ESP or Charvel or one of the other brands out there. No,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Tanglewood.
Tanglewood, yeah. I mean, they're hot right now. Yeah, no,
Rude.
there's a lot of flavors out there, and they exist because it's somebody's flavor.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of, to me, as I've been playing more and more and more and still sucking, I've just kind of gotten to notice that there's a lot of affordable guitars out there that are really good. All right, well, that's enough rambling and so on. You know, see how easy it is to get 50 minutes of content?
Yeah.
Just super easy. I don't know what's next. What we do know for sure what's next is we're going to spin the wheel.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be
We
hard
should
to
do
make
that.
the wheel 50 minutes, but we're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good to
We'll
me.
spin it next episode, and then we can
Yep.
figure out who gets to do the backbreaking work of research. Hopefully it's not me. You know.
See if I can break that wheel.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Should I end this episode?
Yeah, get us out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before I do the outro, I just want to do a huge 65th birthday shout out to our mom this week.
Oh, sure.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Mom. Just want to throw that out there. Otherwise, hey, thanks
Enjoy that new swag.
Can we say that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
after,
because
it'll come out
It'll
after.
come out
okay.
after.
Yes. Okay. That's fine. She's fine. Okay. Otherwise, thank you for tuning into another informative and fantastic episode of the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. If you're interested in dropping us a line, we can be reached on Instagram, which is at Pandemic Guitar, on Facebook, and on X, as well as YouTube. You may also email us at pandemicguitar@icloud.com. Don't forget to visit our merch shop at swag.pandemicguitarpodcast.com. Until next time, keep on playing or don't. We won't tell. And we probably don't care. So, letting you
Fair
know.
enough.
Just
Tell it
being
like
honest.
it is.
All right.
All right,
That's
sounds good. See
wrapping it
everybody in
up.
2 weeks.
We'll see you.
Yeah,
Happy
2 weeks.
birthday, Mom. Bye-bye.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Bye.